Hello there. This is County Longford in the Irish Midlands, and in 2016 this county was in the news because it had a really long count in the Irish general election. It went on for days and days and days, and I was working here at the time, and while I was working here I was staying in an Airbnb just up the road here, and I got talking to the guy who runs the Airbnb, and he seemed to have a really interesting job, so I decided to come back and ask him to tell me about his job. The only thing is, as I come to the house, I remember that he had some extremely protective dogs in the house. So being on the bike, I'm a bit anxious about that. But let's see how we get on. Fortunately, the grumpy dog is gone, which allows me to enjoy the world of Franky Ward. Franky is a wheelwright. He makes and repairs carriages, hansom cabs, traps, and all sorts of horse-drawn vehicles. He's the only registered wheelwright in the Republic. It's a job Franky fell into because of his father and grandfather. Franky worked in construction and was on his way to Australia when his widowed father became sick.
Didn't go then because I didn't want to leave my father on his own. So I just was thinking of something that I could work from home. And I was interested in me. I always interested in my grandfather. He was well renowned as a good tradesman, but I never met him.
His grandfather died before Franky was born, and he had been a famous wheelwright in the area.
There was 13 men working for him at one stage. They used to turn out carts and bar top wagons, jaunting cars, traps. But it was renowned that they could turn out a cart in a day. And this is an old Victoria here, this one, iron shod, probably early 1900s. It would be continental make now, it would be European.
And what's he doing with this?
It needs new mud guards. It needs complete restoration, to be honest. But it's nice to bring in something old and start stripping it down and, you know, restoring it to its former glory. We made this because it comes to a certain circumference of a wheel, Charles, and you know you have to bend it bit by bit. Work is slow. So you wouldn't be getting cash in as fast as you would, for instance, in construction. That's it there. But you go around and you pinch the rubber in. So you have a mixture of, I think it's what, 4 or 5 trades in wheelwright.
Can you do all that?
Yeah, say it takes 7 years between doing the blacksmithing, the wheelwrighting, the upholstery, doing the lining and the painting. That's it, yeah.
How many years are you at it now?
I got 7 anyway. But the only thing I actually got off my grandfather, the guy who actually lives where his workshop was, he does sometimes find old bits in the ground. But he found this and he brought it down to me. This is for when you're shoeing a wheel. You pull the iron over the wheel. That's it there. Called it a dog.
Did they?
Yeah.
Franky is mostly self-taught. There was no one he could apprentice himself to, but there was advice available. I'm imagining that if you're working away on something and it's a trial, that you'd say, God, I wish my grandfather was here, he'd probably had a trick.
It has come into my head once or twice, yeah. It has, yeah. But there was an old man, he's dead now. He was from Ruski. And he actually worked with my grandfather. Oh. And he heard I was doing it, and he used to call to me from time to time. But he was saying, as things will go wrong and you get so frustrated, he says, I just walk away for a while. Let it calm down and you come back and, you know, you might find a solution to the problem, which is the best solution.
I think that advice applies to more than just fixing carriages and traps. Franky Ward, Wheelwright, County Longford.